In this session, we are going to learn about HL7 Escape Character. HL7 Escape Character is nothing but which starts with this backslash and ends with it. So I will show you an real-time example. For example, I'll go to one sample message and the sending application name is something like John and Sons. Okay, so we know all these are special characters by now and they have this specific meaning like the component separator, repetition characters. Okay, and everything. So for example, what if this people are trying to use not this and over here, but the ampersand? Okay, if they are trying to use the ampersand, HL7 will automatically think that this is a special characters and try to separate things. You can see it here in the sending application. It split it as subcomponent separator. So John and Sons came here, but if you remove this and if you just keep John and Sons, it's pretty normal. In one field, you got this John and Sons. But if you are trying to undo everything and keep the ampersand, you got this crazy stuff over here. The segmentation, like the field, has been erased. So there is a scope of everywhere you are getting the special characters. Not only and you might even use this caret, tilde everywhere. There are a lot of things, not only message but bit segments, so everywhere. So in that scenarios, HL7 introduced special characters. For example, in the place of and, so we have a lot of escape characters over here. For example, in the place of and, they represented something known as T. So what we will do, we'll make it as backslash T and backslash. So here, when I click over here, it sees as John, T and Sons. But in real time, it is a data. It is nothing but John and Sons. When in real time, a data has been processed perfectly from the integration engine or wherever it is, it will look something like John and Sons. Okay, so to be more specific, when we are trying to push this particular data to any EP or anything, right, this data will be copied and populated something like this, John and Sons. So just a real-time example which I wanted to give. So when we are trying to push something to the API, any web browser, all this data will not reflect, right? You will not get all this data over here. You'll only get whatever the data is required in the name field, John and Sons. So you can see this as John and Sons or this like this. So yep, for each and every special characters, we have an escape sequence. For example, you can see for field separator, we have something like this. For repetition character, for everything, we have something like majorly there'll be lot of errors with this particular ampersand. So we'll be using backslash, capital T and backslash even for carriage return. So this all special characters are important. So when you see something like this in between HL7 message, you need to rightly point out that that is nothing but this character is nothing but an escape character. So you should always try using you will generally not use as an integration developer, but when you're trying to identify or troubleshoot any HL7 message, you should understand this is wrong. This is completely wrong. It shouldn't be like this, and it should be something like this. So that's where you were getting errors. So the EPR engines or the medical records or the person who is trying to handle, for example, a basic data analyst, he doesn't know about this. He might generally type ampersand. They doesn't know about HL7. They will try ampersand, but we'll get a lot of errors. So we should be aware of all the special characters as an integration developer or HL7 interface developer. It will be very helpful. Even as an EPR analyst or any data analyst, you should know this by heart. Thank you.